So welcome back guys to a brand new video. Now today's video is going to be something a little bit different. Now as you know, ARK Survival Evolved is coming to an end, and when I actually thought about it, it is only 4 months away until this game will be finishing. Obviously we'll be able to play the game again with ARK Survival Ascended coming in August, but this official version of the game, all the official servers will be closing in 4 months time. Now, if you still want to come back to ARK Survival Evolved and play unofficial, play on some of the old maps, you can do that, but the whole game being supported and stuff is pretty much coming to an end as we start our new journey on ARK Survival Ascended. So I wanted to do something a little bit different today. I've completely wiped the island and I've started a completely fresh character, and we're going to spawn in and have a chat about the game and just live the first day like we did when we first loaded this game up, what I did back in 2015. Now, if this game brings you some memories, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let's spawn in South Zone 1 easy, and let's create
Are you the one I've been waiting
our
for?
new survivor.
You might be. I hope so. It's been so many cycles since I was her. Do I even still remember Hope? I wasn't sure you'd ever turn up. The odds just kept getting longer. I guess I've been losing faith, while they've been gaining power. You have to reach me. Everything depends on your survival. Master this world. Make allies of its many creatures. Grow your strength and skill. Explore this place like I did so long ago. Put the pieces together and find me, survivor. You may be the only one who can.
I mean, what would ARK Survival Evolved, the island, be like without the lag at the beginning? We can't have the perfect intro as we spawn in. If you've played this game for a long time, you will know we always spawn in on this map and we prepare ourselves for the lag at the beginning. But do you know what? Sometimes when you load up this game for a bit at the beginning, you know, on the island, and you look around and you see that first megalodon tail, you see the trikes around, it just makes you think the long journey and the amount of hours we've all put into this game over such a long time. And just like, do you remember your first adventure? I mean, by the way, I'm going to be leveling up so much more quicker than I'm meant to be, because the stats are just turned up as you can see. So the stats are like, every little thing will be boosted, just because that's the stats I normally play on my boosted servers. But yeah, here we are, guys, and it just feels, you know, something that I wanted to do, considering there's 4 months left. I remember the first time I spawned in on this map, literally, I think it was December, well, the first time I officially played the game was July 2015. I think that was when the game, sort of around when the game first launched, but my computer back then wasn't strong enough to run it, so I had to wait until December 15, which is when ARK dropped on the Xbox in the game, in the game preview, that's what it used to be called, and this is going to be very similar to being attacked by a dillo and getting killed straight away. Ready? Well, just for old time's sake. Just for old time's sake. We're going to beat one up with our fists. Just, you know, are we going to die straight away? Why not? Why not? Why don't we? Oh, we could have died straight away. I would have been more than happy to, just to relive the old times. But by the looks of things... Wait, okay, we still... Oh, I thought he was going to come back to us. We could have fought him off with some torches. But I mean, even that noise in general, you know, starting on the island, getting absolutely destroyed by a dilo right at the beginning, it kind of got in the way of what I was going to say. But you know, this map was definitely one of the most amazing maps there literally was over time. and it just brings back. That's why I'm enjoying playing Survival of the Fittest on it. Should we try and swim across when we're bleeding? Maybe there'll be a piranha that can come and eat us, or a manta ray that can come and just, you know. Do you want anyone want to finish us off? We're easy prey. We're easy prey right now. Anyone? But yeah, so what I'm gonna do quickly now anyway, is just because I want to fly around the map and actually have a talk to you guys, is we're going into creative mode. We're now invincible. There's nothing anything can do about us now. Yeah, let's hop in and fly around, and let's have a look around this amazing map known as the island. Now, I'm sure many of you guys have gone back to the island as a little bit of a, you know, like goodbye to it, and maybe doing a final playthrough. Let me know in the comment section if anyone's doing that. But I'm looking forward to seeing the remastered version. I really am so excited. So it's not like we're saying goodbye to this map like completely, but it's going to be a whole new version on ARK Survival Ascended. And even this version, when we come back after all this time, it really is still such a great map. It might not be big. Who remembers finding your first Quetzal in the sky and then being like, how are we going to get that? How are we going to tame it? And having so many failed attempts at getting a Quetzal, and then you finally get your first ever Quetzal. And from what I remember, like, there were Spinos, right? There were Spinos that used to spawn around here, but it was and it was more for me. The one Spino I remember getting all scared and over was one. If there usually used to be like a Spino spawn over here, and when we actually come over to this area, there's obviously always like a barrier over here. This is what I like to get in Survival of the Fittest. But we then go over to this island here, and everything's got the cool colors at the moment because I think today is the end of the Easter event. So if we fly all the way around here, just having a little reminder of what a great map this was. Remember taming your first Carno? And I mean, obviously parasaurs and trikes and stuff was one of the first early days. Look at those raptors just destroying things. But it really was a lot of fun, and I remember, actually, I think it's down here, if one of my first ever ARK videos about 7 years ago, I was with some friends. I was so young, I think I was like 16, yeah, about 16, and we were running around this area here, and we were like we were on official servers, and we were just getting killed by piranhas constantly all the way from here. And the funny thing is when you compare it to like the old version, if you watch like old ARK videos from 7 years ago, when you see all the new dinos that got added into the game over time, and the way there was more threats and more things to find, it was like such a crazy thing. I mean, we built a base. Well, it was actually, our first base was back there, but we ended up building like some massive base over here. And we like covered up a lot of the water and stuff. But we still used it as a water source and made some huge like fortress over here. It was so much fun. And then that was when the time, you know, we used to go over, we tamed our first megalodons and stuff because that was the coolest thing. And we'd come over to like over here, and then we'd be like, right, it's time to conquer the snowy biome, and let's get ourselves, and this is way before the UTs were in the game as well. So really, the most thing you had to be afraid of back then was like a Rex, obviously Gigas, but Gigas were just so rare, like really rare when the game was first released. And you know, all of the RGs were something you had to be scared of, to be honest, in those early days. I mean, not scared of, but even, you know, in the early days, you were always watching out. Mammoths were around, and I'm just see if we can find a UT, because you just didn't have that threat. You know, in the early days of the game. So that you know, and this part of the snowy biome brings back so many memories. And another funny story for, I mean, I will be so shocked if anyone does remember this series, but my first ever series, we thought it was a good idea. I don't know why. We were just young, and like we saw this, and we saw megalodons and stuff flying down around this little hole, and we were like, right, this is our water source. We said we were going to try. This is before there was any creative mode, before there was anything, and we were going to come on every day after school and build this into Whiterun from Skyrim. Now, why did I feel like there was enough room here to build Whiterun from Skyrim, I will never know. But we were building massive gates all around here, trying to build ourselves little houses and stuff. This was our water source where we tame our water dinos, and we made a water pen. And it was just so much fun. And that's why I think I found the love for this game so early on, because of just all the different possibilities. And yeah, it was just amazing. And as you can see over here, we got some UTs, which, as I said, just weren't a thing then. It just wasn't something that we used to see. And but yeah, UTs were a great addition when they were first added in. But yeah, just made that insane addition to the game. And another thing which we used to say as kids, teenagers maybe, was back then, was, when are they going to, do you reckon ARK will ever make this into an official volcano? And then obviously they added in the Ascension, and yeah, this was definitely one of the dreams for what we wanted to be added in all those years ago, because before this was a volcano, it was literally nothing. It was just a volcano, or that should be a volcano, but was just a mountain in the early days of ARK. And Redwood was added in, couldn't complain. Thylers are amazing on this game, and Redwood really added something cool. We all hated swamps, absolutely hated swamps. It was like, I just never wanted to go into a swamp, but sometimes you'd have to, just to collect stuff and get yourself a frog, of course. How can't you get yourself a frog? And something that used to be something for us, which we used to get so scared about, is I remember we'd come over to the green biome after spending so much time over in the south area, and we used to come over here and we'd be like, oh no, we're getting close to the green biome. That means there's going to be T-Rexes and Spinos everywhere. There might even be Gigas, even though there definitely wasn't Gigas around here. But, you know, and it's spent all that time trying to find Gigas as well on the island was always a laugh. But yeah, I didn't expect this video to go into one, like a throwback of my time with my friends playing this game. But to be honest, it just turned into that, because it really does bring back memories, and it can bring back memories from so many different times in life. This is how amazing this game is. And yeah, I'm ready. I am ready for the next journey. I'm ready for what the island is going to look like in Unreal Engine 5 with the remaster and stuff. Apparently the water's going to be amazing and feel more realistic in the game. And I'm ready for that journey. So I hope a lot of you guys can look back at this video and maybe just sort of maybe it brought some memories back for you too. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be the video. I'm sure I might end up doing something similar to this on some of the other maps to just bring back some of the old memories. But it was always the island that brought back those really big memories. There's so many other maps, of course, don't get me wrong, Aberration being one of them, but the island was always the one where it all started. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I can't wait to see all of you as I begin a whole new journey along with you guys on ARK Survival Evolved Ascended. I need to stop saying that. ARK Survival Ascended, where we're going to be doing series like the beginning. We're going to be maybe even hopping back into some official. Would Loaded Crisis ever get back into official? I wasn't going into until ARK 2, but you never know. We'll see where things go. See you guys later, and thank you for watching.